Sir, what is the difference between platform.com and Salesforce? Like platform.com or platform as a SaaS, both are same or different?
Salesforce Lightning Platform,
No, sir, platform.com.
platform.com.
Yes, sir.
What is platform.com? I have no idea what is platform.com. Where you have found this platform.com?
Sir, someone asked me difference between Salesforce and uh, platform.com something.
I feel like you are jumbling up somewhere. So Salesforce platform is nothing but uh, there are two different things. One is Salesforce platform itself,
Yes,
that is on top of which you can develop the things, and there is another thing which is called the Salesforce platform license, where you
oh,
will not get all the standard objects, only account and contact. These two things you will get, and on top of that, you can build your own thing.
okay.
Okay, so
Yes,
if it is platform license, you mean then this is the thing. Like whatever the Salesforce platform provides, that uh, thing, if I want to utilize that thing, none of the Sales Cloud or Service Cloud or any other features, only the Salesforce platform I just want to utilize. For that, there is a specific kind of license from Salesforce. So that is called Salesforce platform license.
okay.
Okay. গৌতম দা, অ্যাকাউন্টটা ক্রিয়েট হয়েছিল?
না, অ্যাকাউন্ট ক্রিয়েট করিনি গো। আমি করে নেবো এখন।
আচ্ছা, ওইটা একটু জরুরি। তো
আচ্ছা।
হ্যান্ডস অন জিনিসগুলো we will start from today. So we will see how Salesforce looks like and what are the things we can do in Salesforce. So when we log in into Salesforce, if we log in into Salesforce, we will be landing ideally in the home page. Okay, home page of some app. What is app? In Salesforce, whenever we are just trying to create the things and trying to access the functionalities, there are different apps we create. Like for sales, the process of sales, the process of pre-sales, sales, and post-sales, that is service. We have already discussed those, right, in the last class. Like sales is one app, service is another app. You can check that these menu items are changing, okay, depending on these apps. Say this is marketing CRM classic, but still it is very nominal things are there. Marketing is not part of this, and there are other things like we can create our um, uh, own apps, okay. So there are two versions of Salesforce till now what we can look into. One is this UI, whatever UI you can see. This is called the Lightning UI. You can see this word Lightning here. And there is another thing which is called Classic. So this Classic thing was the older UI. Like in our older days, this was the UI which was being used. Okay. And you cannot see the lightning word here. Now, tab wise, functionality wise, everything is almost the same. Only thing is that the layouts and other things, those are different. Like if I go to account and say I want to go to all account, and if I open one account, it will look like this. It is a single pager view. Till now, few of the users are using this, and who are mostly, um, I would say, familiar with this kind of UI. Uh, for a long time, they are still trying to use this one. Salesforce didn't discontinue this, but this is lesser used. This is not used very much nowadays, because if we are using lightning, we can utilize so many enhanced features which we cannot use in classic. So this view is classic. If you look into this view, you will understand that somebody has moved into classic. And the apps which I was mentioning, you can see at the top right corner, all the apps. Okay, now let's go back to Lightning. Now, let me, this 9 dot, this is your app launcher. In classic, it was in this part, like on your, like if you upload your image, it will come here in profile, and if you click on that, from there you can find the app launcher. Now here we can find the app launcher. First, let me go to, if you go to app launcher and view all, you can view all the things, all the apps, and all the tabs. These things are called tabs. These things are called tabs. Okay, or menu item. So if I go to view all, I can see all the apps and all the items, that is uh, all the tabs, whatever is there. Okay, let me choose sales for now. Another thing, here another thing you can see, which is called visit app exchange. What is app exchange? In Salesforce, like we have seen the Android phones, right? In Android phone, you have one thing called marketplace, or Google Play Store. So marketplace or Google Play Store is one application by which you can install other applications, right, which are developed on top of Android platform, right? So if you were using Apple iPhone, in that scenario Google Play Store will not work for you, correct? Because that is developed in a different platform. So in Salesforce platform, on top of Salesforce platform, there are different products which are being created, developed by different partners. Okay, so I can just show you one thing. So DC payment, this is one of the app which we have developed, by which what we can do, we can just take payment from different like on top of Salesforce. If I use this DC payment app, with this app I can make payment or I can receive payment. Okay, so this is one of those kind. There are so many. Mm, so say there are other things like roll up helper. So What is roll up? We will be coming into that when we will be defining the object structure and the fields and other things. Okay. So roll it up is another one which we have developed. So there are so many products you can develop. So there is one part that is service. We are providing some kind of service by which we are creating this application. We are supporting the business for some company, as well as we are creating generic solutions. We can create generic solutions which are in form of these applications which are built on top of Salesforce. So that is App Exchange. In from App Exchange, you can install those products in your org. If it is a paid product, you have to pay for it. If it is a free product, you can install it for free. Okay. So let's understand this screen first properly. Whenever we are looking into this screen, first thing at the top, this thing is called global search. Okay. So global search is by which we can search anything, whatever is here in Salesforce. We can uh, search anything. Like say, I am searching with some value. There is nothing. But if I say what is account and how we can create these, all these things we will come to. Okay, say I'm creating one account. So ideally, it has taken the formatted mobile, this one. That's why it couldn't search. But anyway, this format we can change, and that can be done as well. But say I have created one account, I can search with that, search with the name of that account. So, and if there is opportunity, there is any other record. So all whatever I want to search, I can search it from here. If I want to filter the search to some extent, what I can do, I can click on this and I can select which object I am trying to search. So here you can see all the searchable items, whatever the searchable items are. And you can, like, this is the suggestion. Salesforce, most of the time, Salesforce is giving suggestion for different things, but at least you can filter out the search depending upon the objects, primarily objects. Clear? What is global search? So whatever record is present in Salesforce, I can search it with global search. Fine. This thing is called adding to favorite list. Add to favorite. I will come to this probably much later, not right now. What is this one? These are the global actions. If I want to provide someone that these are the common things you can do, we will be putting that in global actions. Sorry, we will be putting that in global actions, right? Just give me a second. Hmm. Sorry about that. Hmm. So this is favorite, this is global action, this is help. Okay. This is help and guidance center. If you click on this, you can look into on-screen guidance, and there are different learning contents. Whatever is there, you can look into it. This one is very, very important. We will be using this most of the time. Here you can see one part is setup, one is developer console, and then edit page and edit object. I will come to edit page and edit object later. What is setup? Right now, the UI we are seeing, that is the end user will be seeing, right? Someone has to do the development, the configuration and the development, right? So the configuration, whatever we have to do, we do from setup. So this is a kind of like, if you have seen any kind of admin, like say there is one website, there is one admin part of that website, right? That admin part, you can go into that admin and you can do the modification. Say you have to change some content in the website, from where you will be doing, ideally from the admin part. This thing is the admin part. Okay, in classic also you can look into this admin, and that will look little different. This is the setup. If I go to this setup, it will look like this. Okay, the major difference is that here it was like this search, quick search was also there, but here you can look into the things in this way, like all this administrator part is in one section. This is the build part, this is the deploy part, monitoring part, and others, right? If I look into lightning setup, you will find that you are not seeing those specific categories, and also you are seeing more categories like Heroku, Einstein, uh, all these things. These objects and fields are specific to object manager. Here, if we have to look into any object, any description, we have to go to object manager. Fine, there is a list of objects, all the objects, custom and standard objects. What is custom object, what is standard object, I will come to those as well. So you can look into all the objects here, but when you are looking into classic, your objects will be coming under this. One is customize for all the standard objects, and under create there will be objects. These are custom objects. So the standard objects and custom objects come in different section in classic. Why I am saying this? Because when you are going to work, you will be looking into these different kinds of UI and different kinds of utility of these things, right? That is why I am just giving the glimpse. So if we come back here, what is developer console? I'll come to that later as well. This is specifically for writing code, writing query, all these things that we can do in developer console. What is this? This is called notification icon. Here, if I have any notification, the mobile push notification ideally we use for most of the things right now. And Salesforce has any question? Anyone? So what we do, like we can see the mobile push notifications in our mobile, right? So Salesforce is also having a mobile app, and that is free of cost. Like if we are taking license of Salesforce, Salesforce will provide a mobile app by default. We have to install that mobile app. We can install that in Android, we can install that in iPhone, all the places. So there we can install, and the push notifications are very useful in case of mobile. In desktop, we can find those notifications here. If there are notifications for you, like whoever has logged in, if there are notifications for that person, that can be found here. Okay. And then we have this profile. What is this profile? There are display density. We can change the display. We can go to settings and we can log out. What is settings? User settings are specific user information what users can change. Like this is my user details I have provided, I have created, and there are other things like which one is most useful when you would be working on grant account login access. What is grant account login access? If we want to get some help from Salesforce support, we have the product Salesforce. Salesforce has its support as well. You need to buy that as well, Salesforce support. If we have to provide some access, like they should be able to log in through your account. If you want to have to provide that kind of access, you have to use it. Like 1 day to 1 year is the maximum. This is minimum, this is maximum. For other app exchange products as well, if they want to provide you some support, you will be seeing more line items here for them. Say there is one thing called DC payment app, and DC payment app you are using, you need some help from that support. You will see that DC payment app uh, access duration kind of thing will be provided here. Always remember, provide minimal time for support if you have to, because this is a security thing, right? So you are just providing access means that person can log in into this account uh, from their part and they can do anything. Okay, that is why whenever you are providing the support, always remember that you should be providing minimum duration. If they are saying that I need this for 1 week, provide for 1 week only, don't provide for 1 month. Sorry. This is login history, like how many times I have logged in from whatever mechanism that will be coming under login history. This is personal login history. From setup, we can check login history of all the users if we are system administrator. So system administrator, you can think about that it is super admin kind of thing. Just give me a second. So again, I believe we are good with these things, and we have good with this thing as well. So sales is the application we have selected. This is the home page. Whenever we would be logging, we will be logging into the home page. We will be coming to the home page, and whatever you are seeing here, right? This assistance, this quarterly performance, account at risk, or whatever it is, whatever you are seeing here, these things are called dashboard components. Okay, we will be coming to these later in details as well. I'm just giving you the basic idea, like what are these things. We can put custom objects, custom things as well. We can put reports and dashboards. We can put so many things. So this is a custom, like this is a dashboard which is put here. Also there are other things we can put, like we can develop lightning components and we can drop it here. Okay, and this thing can be configured. If we go to this and go to edit page, you can see this is the home page components whatever is being used. You can delete something, you can remove something, and you can add something from the left hand panel. Understand this UI properly. Gradually you will be understanding it. In Lightning, whenever we want to look into all, like, we need to add the components in any page layout, not page layout, in different types of Lightning pages, the structure is the same. Left hand side you have the components what you can drag drop. In this middle section you can find out like what you have dragged and what is there right now. If you select any component, in the right hand side you will see the properties of that. If we have to put some, this is set component visibility, like when I should be seeing this component and when I should not be seeing this component. So whatever properties of there of those components, that can be coming in the right hand side. You can see this is getting changed, right? These are getting changed. So this is the structure of our homepage, which I have shown you. Now I will come to simple things, that is account, contact, opportunity, and these menu items can also be changed. Like I can just modify these menu items and say I can put account first, and then contact, and then opportunity, then we can put lead, and we can just have all this. Or probably lead I will put at the top. I will come to campaign as well. As I have saved, you can see this. This is called post notification. The menu items has changed. And this thing can be done by the system admin and the individual's user as well if we are providing that permission. Till now, I have gone through multiple things. Any question till now? No
That's okay.
question?
No, that's okay. You have
Okay.
to go through. Yeah.
Okay. Now I will be going to look into some leads. Now, for any object, whenever we are going to the tab, we will see so many things. Let's look into these things one after another. One is this thing. This thing is called list view, and you can see pin thing there, right? I can have multiple list views and I can create my own custom list views as well. What is list view? List view is nothing but a kind of filter we provide in Excel. So when we are going into these tabs, what is happening? The records, whatever is present in the system, that would be coming in that view. Why it is called view? Because you can view the records here. Okay. And we can just have different views with different filter conditions. So depending upon those different filter conditions, we can filter these records. Say I want the name, I want those leads which are with the name of B, which are starting with B. Then I have to create some filter here. This is how we can create filter. This is another thing which is called to show the chart. We can show chart depending upon different things. Okay. Here the chart means ideally you are grouping the records, and on top of that you are trying to look into some chart. This is by lead source. Okay. Only lead source is a pick list kind of thing by which you can do this charting. Okay. If I save it, it will come at the top. And there are other functionalities here as well. I will come to those one after another. This is one of the okay, it is not configured, but let's see if it appears. This is again another kind of view. This is called convent view. I'll show you later. There is another concept is split view. That is how we are, how we want to split it. If I click on this, the record will be coming in the right hand side in that scenario. This thing is called split view. Generally, we use table view. This is the most cleaner way of looking into the records. Now, what is a lead? Suraj, what is a lead? First day we have discussed. Do you remember?
Opinion.
Okay, let me go through that thing once again. What is a lead? Ideally, whenever we are going for any goods or like any product or any service, we are taking that into the market. Now I need to know who are my potential buyers for that, right? Say there is one person who is income tax consultant, and that person wants to do those like that person actually does that income tax calculation for the salaried or whoever is giving tax for them, and then they're submitting that tax. Now there is one person who is not earning anything. Is there any reason that this person should reach out to that person and say that look, I am just having some I have some degrees and I am a CA chartered accountant and I am doing this kind of service, like I am providing help for filling up your calculating your tax and filling up your tax and all these things. That will not make any sense, right? Because the service that person is providing, the potential buyer is not a person who is not earning. If you are earning, only at that time you will be providing the tax, right? If you are not earning, then you will not be providing any tax. So similarly, say I have created uh, one car. I am just taking one car into the market, and the cost of that car is 1 crore. If if the price of a car is 1 cr, who can buy those cars? First of all, obviously someone who is earning much more than 1 crore, because I am earning 1 lakh and I cannot afford that car, right? So in the market there will be so many things, but at the shore, like say there is something which is called fishing, right? In fishing, you have thrown the net in the water, and now you are pulling out that net. You will be seeing so many kind of fish, but you specifically need a specific kind of fish there. You are looking for a specific kind of fish, but there might be so many types of fish in it. What is happening now? First thing is that in your net, whatever fish got stuck, that is not the only count of the fish, or that is not the only set of the fish, right? So in that pond, in that lake, in the ocean, there might be other types of fish as well, right? But you need to have some target. You need to identify, like, these are the things I am looking for hammer headed shark, say, for which I am just fishing right now. In that scenario, first I have to try to get those. When I will try to get those, I will be getting so many other things as well. From there I will be filtering it out so that I can understand which might be those hammerhead sharks are. Probably while searching for hammerhead sharks, I can just find white sharks. I can see uh, other type of sharks like whatever it is. Finally, when I am filtering it out, at that time, at the process of filtering, I will be finding those hammerhead sharks. And then probably if there are other specifications and I am going for it, then I will be filtering out the crisp ones which are actually required for my need. Here the need is the business. So for the business, to whom I would be reaching, I would be reaching out to everybody, but not everybody is going to buy my product or service. There will be some specific kind of people who would be looking for that. So, generating or finding out who are the people, who are the interested person or relevant person for my business, identifying those are my leads. Any record, anyone who might or might not be interested for my business, interested to do business with me or the company you are doing with, that is those people, those organizations will be your lead. Fine. Is it clear? Hopefully that is clear because there is no question. So first thing is that in Salesforce, when we are looking into any CRM, our first entry point is lead for sales. Identifying these leads, how we can generate these leads. For that, there is a different thing called campaign. I will come to campaign later because to understand how this campaign works in Salesforce, first we have to understand lead, account, and contact. Yes, any question? If there is any question, yeah, Suraj. Suraj, you are in mute. Suraj, you have raised hand, but you are not saying anything. So
Hello.
now I
Hello.
can hear. Yep,
Yes, sir. Can you once more lead?
I couldn't hear you. Can you please type if you were saying something rather than saying because your voice is breaking badly? Okay. So lead is my potential customers. If I have to say that in one line, my potential customers are my lead to whom I am uh, going to or through the campaign, if I can identify or I can suspect that these people can buy my product or service, those people I or those companies I will be registering as lead in the system. Clear? Suraj? গৌতম দা শ্রেয়া বোঝা যাচ্ছে মানে
না আমি বুঝতে পারছি জাস্ট টেল মি আরেকবার বলো যে লিড what do you call it lead and what is called funnel kind of thing, right?
funnel is nothing but a process by which I can filter out either the leads or from leads to opportunity.
Okay.
সো ফানেলিং মানে আমি অ্যাকচুয়ালি একটা জায়গায় মানে আমার মানে প্র্যাকটিক্যালি যাদেরকে রিচ আউট করতে হবে, আমি আজকে সে একটা
Hmm.
কম্পিউটার নিয়ে বিজনেস করছি, ইন দ্যাট
Hmm.
সিনারিও সে আমার আমার ডিফারেন্ট টাইপের ক্যাম্পেইন হতে পারে, রাইট? আমি হয়তো বিভিন্ন জায়গায় বিভিন্ন স্কুল কলেজের সামনে আমি একজনকে দাঁড় করিয়েছি যে লোকটা লিফলেট দিচ্ছে।
Hmm.
তো সেই লিফলেটটা দেওয়ার সময় কি হবে, হোয়াট উইল হ্যাপেন, যে 100 জন লিফলেট নিল, তার মধ্যে 20 জন সামনেই ফেলে দিয়ে চলে গেল, 20 জন পকেটে ঢুকিয়ে রাখলো। তো হয়তো এই 100 জনের মধ্যে 5 জন এসে জিজ্ঞেস করলো যে ওকে আপনার দোকান কোথায়, বা এইরকম স্পেসিফিকেশনের ল্যাপটপ বা কম্পিউটার আমি কত দামের মধ্যে পেতে পারি। এরকম কোয়েশ্চেন যে করছে আপনাকে উল্টে, তার মানে দ্যাট পার্সন ইজ শোয়িং সাম ইন্টারেস্ট, কারেক্ট? দোজ 5 পিপল আর ইয়োর লিড। তাদের সাথে এখনো অব্দি বিজনেস
Uh-huh.
রিলেশন, তারা কিন্তু
Uh-huh.
সার্ভিসটা কেনেনি,
Uh-huh.
বাট দে আর শোয়িং
They're taking interest. Yeah, they are taking interest, and also that
ইন্টারেস্ট।
could be the potential buyer. They could be the potential buyers.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely. This is the
Hmm.
vital term, that is potential buyer. Who are my potential buyer? That is lead. Now, লিড যখন আমরা লিডের ভেতরে ঢুকবো তখন লিডের একটা কোয়ালিফিকেশন করার ব্যাপার থাকে। মানে আমি লিড হয়তো পেলাম 15টা একটা ক্যাম্পেইন থেকে। Now, with those 15 leads, I will be moving forward. I will be discussing with them. I will be trying to understand their buying capacity and whether I can fit in with that or not, for their requirements and for their pricing. নাকি আমি কিছু চেঞ্জ করলে সেটা সেক্ষেত্রে হতে পারে। After going through all these things, all these steps, I will identify, okay, this person can uh, be my customer, actual customer, and I can have business with this person. Once I am confirmed that this person is my actual buyer, this person can be my actual buyer, because when I am putting this in lead, I don't know, right? সে আমি 100 জনের কাছে রিচ আউট করলাম, আমি 100 জনের রেকর্ড এখানে বানিয়ে ফেললাম। Now, through this qualification process, I will be moving through, and those 15 people who are who can be my buyer, those will be converted into opportunity. Once they are saying, okay, I can buy this if these things are happening, or if I get this kind of configuration in this price, you will see that, like, whether you can match it or not, whether that negotiation can go on or not, that is a different thing, that is a sales process. But at least you have identified that yes, this person can do, I can do business with this person or with this company. That is called the qualification or funneling.
Okay.
ঠিক আছে? তো this thing is called lead. Once we create a lead, generally কি হয়, say I am just creating one lead, okay, say শোভন, Mr. শোভনজিৎ, শোভনজিৎ, okay, and company say data Colada. What I am trying to sell, say I am trying to sell some CRM to this company, and say there are different things like what kind of product they are interested in. I can just put the different kind of, and this things is called pick list. So I can provide any kind of details, and I can just put the phone number, say I can put the email address, I can put some details like um, from which industry they are being, say this is there anything IT or say technology, okay, I can put other as well. If I am putting other, then there should be some other text box coming there where I can fill it up. It is not there till now. But anyway, these things. What is the annual revenue of this company? How many number, like what is the number of employees? all these things I can provide, and I can save this record. So I have created one lead. Okay, fine. Now with this lead, what I can do, once I got that details, that is open not contacted, this thing is called lead path. Now I can go to contact connected contacted, like I can give a call. I have the number, I can give a call. I have email ID, I can send one email. So this is my first contact. Now closed not converted is that you have gone through discussion and you have found out that no, this person is not going to take this thing from me. In that scenario, that is closed not converted. And there can be another state that is converted, right? That means yes, this person is interested. Now I can just have the sales discussion with this person. Like on the first day, on the first meeting, you should not be like, we should not be starting the sales discussion. First we have to understand like whether this sales is uh, relevant for that person or relevant for that company or not, right? So now when we are looking into this, there are so many things. So there is one thing called detail, one tab is activity, one tab is chatter. What are these things? We need to understand that. We will be going through that gradually. First we need to understand what is lead. Now say I have created these, I have done the discussion, so I have moved into this path, and say now I have seen that yes, I can convert. So I am just converting it. Whenever I am converting, what was the account name in the lead, that will create one account. The contact name, the lead name will be in contact, and one opportunity, I can create opportunity, and if I check this, opportunity will not be created. So I can put data code opti1, and if I convert it, what is going to happen? The lead will be vanished from this system. The lead will not be seen in the system anymore. But there will be three things: one account, one contact, one opportunity. Let me go to this details. So whatever details I have provided for this person, and whatever details I have given, you can see the address and the phone number is coming here. Also, if I go to the related contact, there also the whatever mapping we have, you can see that this details like this phone number and email ID, all these things are coming.
Contact contact person's name or something.
Correct, correct. This is the contact person. So what is account and what is contact? Account is the business entity. If I need to register any business entity, that should be under my account. Okay. And what is contact? So with the entity, I cannot communicate. If I have to communicate, I need someone physically, some human being, right? Till now, we haven't gone into the phase of like era of robots where we are contacting with robots. Anyway, the initial conversation can be with robots. Like there can be a IVR system. If you are calling some company, you can see, you can hear the IVR system. Like if you know with whom you have to talk, you can dial the extension, or you can wait for the operator. So this is something which is system generated. But again, that is not going to solve our purpose. If we have to do business, we have to discuss with the human beings. So those human beings existing from the company, okay, from that company, those are my contacts. Clear what is account and what is contact? Account is the business entity, contact is the person associated with that business entity with whom we can discuss the things. Human beings are contacts. Clear for everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is okay.
Suraj, not able to hear you. Suraj, try to join from a better internet connection. If you are having this class with this kind of internet connection, we cannot communicate. Okay, try to fix it. Now, the third thing is opportunity. What is opportunity? So I have discussed some details, initial details with the company Data Colada. The contact was Shobhanjit Ghosh, and that person might be taking CRM. I am building CRM, and I am giving them some kind of functionalities on top of CRM. Now, whether that person is going to, or that company is buying to going to buy this or not, I don't know till now, right? So what I have to do, I have to go through the sales process, the overall sales process. So first, I need to know, like, okay, you need CRM. What would be your data volume? How many customers you have? What is your overall what is your overall structure? Like how you communicate with your customers. After understanding all these requirements, then I will go to analysis. In the analysis phase, I will be seeing, okay, so this is the this is his customer base. Say that person needs some CTI. CTI means some calling functionality by which they can call their customer, and they can put those things there. Looking into all these requirements, I will be putting, or I will be judging, like how much time it will need for me to build CRM for them, and what would be the cost, right? Now, value proposition. I will be providing some value proposition. There will be some decision makers who will be taking those decisions, and this path, again, whatever path you can see, it can be changed as well. Now finally, after going through this, like, say the salesperson is thinking that, okay, by I can give it in 1 lakh. After doing all these things, the internal decision, the decision makers are taking the decision. After that, probably what happens, like, say they are saying, okay, finalized, like probably it will be 1.5 lakh. So some proposal or pricing will be sent to the customer, to my customer, right? So the customer will be saying, like, this is my proposal, that in 5 months I can develop your CRM, and it will cost 1.5 lakh. Now that person will say, no, no, I cannot buy this in 1.5 lakh. So there will be some negotiation phase. After the negotiation, after this negotiation, say this is like, so uh, deducing and all these, after doing all these things, probably it is coming into 1.25 lakh, and you will be doing that in 3 months. Once that negotiation is done, after that, once you are closing that, you are signing the contract with this company, that okay, I will be providing you this service, and you will be giving me this amount of money. That is the contract. There is one separate object in Salesforce, which is contract. I'll show you later. At that time, it will get closed. Now when you are closing it, the stages are simple. Like, if I go to this and mark this stage as closed, it will be completed. Like, first one, you can see it is completed. The stage is now qualification. There is some probability. What is probability? We'll come to that later. But in this way, we can go to closed. Once we are marking it, what I have told you till now, that is the happy path. That is how I can close one business. I can do business, but I can lose that business as well, right? Because depending upon the timeline, depending upon the cost, depending upon other things, I can lose that business as well. If I am not able to convert that business, in that scenario, this opportunity will be lost. That is closed lost. If we are putting closed lost, all these things will be covered, but it will be a red one because I couldn't close that opportunity. So this is the sales process. Whatever I have briefed you till now, that is the sales process in Salesforce. Not like overall sales process I have defined, and in Salesforce how we can meet it in a standard way, that I have defined till now. Any question? Have you, like, did you get the idea like how the sales process works overall? Like identifying my leads, then going through the discussion with those leads to find out potential buyers, actual potential buyers, because within my lead is kind of a rough page. I whatever name and number I am getting, I will be putting in my diary, but after that I have to call them and strike out those, like, who I cannot, like, who are not going to do business with me anyway, for might be for different reason. There might be other things as well, like you have got number of a person who is from Hong Kong, say China, okay, and though that person need a CRM, everything is fine, but say there is no treaty like how we can do business between India and Hong Kong, say there is no such thing. So, though you have the product and though that person has the requirement, still you cannot do the business because of some other issue, which is a geographic location. That might be the scenario. So, you might or might not be able to do business depending upon different things. But to identify, like the first initial identification, who might be my potential buyer, that would be the least. Just give me a second. I'm just coming back. Sorry, someone was knocking the door. So, the overall process, finding out with whom we can do the business, and like say the scenario when I was stating, like from India to Hong Kong. Say today I cannot consider that person as my lead, or I cannot do business with that person, so I cannot mature that lead or convert that lead. But say tomorrow there is a treaty that we can have this business between these two countries. In that scenario, I can just reach out to that person once again and I can say, hey, do you have that requirement till now? So identifying leads and maturing the leads is the first phase of a business. Once that phase is covered, like I can identify, I can do business with this person, at that time I will be creating the entity in my system, I will be creating the contacts in my system, and I will go into the sales cycle. So till now I am in pre-sales part. This is my sales part when I am coming to opportunity. So I believe these four objects: lead, account, contact, and opportunity, these four objects I have covered today, along with some other things like the basic parts of admin, like what are the what is called application, what is called tab or the menu item, and from where I can like all these icons and both classic and lightning and this thing global search I have covered today. I am not moving forward today because I have gone through multiple things today. So you need to do this hands-on practice. You have to log in into the system, create some leads, convert them, go to account and contact, check that, go to account directly and create account rather than converting a lead. So account can be created by lead conversion or directly in account can also be created by clicking this new. Similarly, that is true for contact. Okay, and then create some opportunities and just move around the things. Be used to with this UI and look into other things. I haven't defined so many things. What is related? What is coming as related? Okay. Whatever is there in activity, under activity. What is chatter? I haven't gone through this. So look into these things and come up with some questions in the next class. In the next class, I will be defining actually what is campaign. Any question? If I convert lead, after converting, there is showing three standard objects, right? It will show three standard objects and why I have explained that. So next day, I will be going through the campaign thing first, and then I will directly go into what is standard object, what is custom object, why we are using these objects. Probably after going through all these things, I will be going through what is apps. So basically, apps are different kind of functionalities I am clubbing under one app. Okay, the apps, the sales app is for sales process, service app for service process. There might be overlap between apps, like there will be account and contact in service as well, but probably lead and opportunity I don't need there. Probably the case object I need there. So I can just group or club different functionalities under one app, and I can define the menu item specifically for the app, and I can provide different type of access. Like I can provide access. Say there are two people, one is from sales, one is from service. So I can just assign sales app to one person who is from sales, and I can assign service app to another person. Rather than giving all the functionalities to both of them, I can just segregate. So there will be minimal activities from their side. They don't need to hover around and roam around like where I have to go and what I have to do. So whatever is relevant for them, we can provide that only to them. So these are the utilities of apps and what we can do with those apps. So next day we will be going through campaign, and then we will be going through standard objects, and custom fields. So Gautam, please create the account in between, because next day there will be hands-on things. I am not giving any hands-on thing till now, but going
Okay.
from next day we will be doing the hands-ons.
Okay.
And in between just check all these things like how you can do this, and uh, I believe Shonjit has already shared the details like the trail mix. So for that also you need the hands-on work, right? So I believe that's it for today.
Yeah.
So I have just gone through multiple things, right? So please go through that, otherwise everything will be washed away from the memory. Salesforce is not a very difficult thing to learn. I mean to say, most of the things, 70% of these things are quite simple, but
Logical approach.
logical and simple.
Mm.
But
Mm.
Gautam, the issue is that
Mm.
it is
They
just
need to
like an
practice.
ocean. if
We
you
need to
start,
practice. Yeah.
hmm, hmm. You need practice and you need to repeat the things. You need to go through that. Uh,
Okay.
Otherwise, what will happen? You will forget, because this is
Mm.
point and click, right? It is very
Mm.
difficult. Like if it is coding, I know the logic. I can write the code and anywhere I can write the code. But when it is a point and click thing, you need to know. Okay, for this thing, I have to go to this button and then I have to click it, and then it this thing will appear, and I have to go to this location and find out this thing there. So these steps, this is
Mm.
huge,
Mm.
huge in Salesforce. Okay, so happy puja to all, and
Happy Puja. And next club, you may fix up a little bit with a longer gap because during Puja and all.
correct,
So
correct.
on 20th is Sunday. Is it possible? Because I'll be traveling from 15 to 19 outside Calcutta.
20th.
Uh,
Okay, yeah, 20th is good. 20th,
20th is Sunday.
20th
Yeah,
is Sunday. Oh
anytime,
no,
anytime.
20th probably I will not be here. I will be traveling. Okay, we will finalize that in the group. Hold on.
Okay,
So
okay.
what time
At least, at
you are
least,
coming,
at least
Gopal?
1 days before you finalize, just send
Sure,
WhatsApp or
sure, sure,
whatever.
sure, 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 sure.
Okay,
Yamato,
okay,
can you
okay.
stop the recording?
Yes.